president deploys the National Guard in DC, calling it public safety. But the real target? Black residents of DC. This happened in 1919, and I'm afraid it's happening again in 2025. Let's talk about it. It was the summer of 1919. Across the US, white mobs were attacking black communities. In Washington, D.C., it became the Washington Race Riot of 1919. This was 4 days of armed conflict. But why? Well, because after World War I, thousands of black Americans moved to D.C. for good-paying government jobs. Many were veterans coming home in uniform, building thriving businesses and neighborhoods. Now that success challenged racial order and white resentment, well, yeah. But then July 19th, 1919 happened. The Washington Evening Star ran a headline: a black man allegedly assaulted a white woman. But it was never proven. But in a city that was already tense over jobs and rising black power, that claim was enough. White mobs, many of them off-duty sailors and soldiers, poured into black neighborhoods. They pulled black people off of streetcars. They beat them in the streets. And they smashed black-owned businesses. Black Washingtonians fought back. Residents armed themselves. They set up neighborhood defenses. They returned fire when they were attacked. They were defending their homes and their city. So after 2 days of bloodshed, President Woodrow Wilson sent in 2,000 federal troops and the DC National Guard. But instead of only stopping white mobs, the troops also targeted black residents. And it wasn't just in DC. That summer, the Guard was marching into black neighborhoods in Chicago, in Knoxville, in Omaha. City after city, same story. And now in 2025, well, here we are again. But here's the thing, violent crime in DC is down over 25%, near 30. But this current president declares a public safety emergency. He takes over the police and deploys 800 National Guard troops. Now, as of 2020, 41% of DC is black, the largest racial group. And DC still remains one of the most important black cultural capitals in the world. And it's not the first time that he's gone after cities with large black populations. Let's go to Baltimore, Chicago, Oakland, same script. In 1919, it was an alleged assault in a city where black progress was on the rise. In 2025, well, it's a fake crime crisis in that same city. The only question that I have is, are we going to pretend that this is about crime? Are we going to call it what it is?